What's up, everybody? Welcome to Ray Loves Movies. Yeah, I think that's better. My name is Ray Taylor, and I love movies. I loves movies. Uh, this is the show where I review movies, and I talk about the theater that I watch them at. Currently, I'm in the Coachella Valley, so I'm focusing on theaters in the valley. Hopefully, I'll spread out to other theaters in Southern California. In the last episode, I reviewed Thor Ragnarok. If you want to check out past episodes of the show, go on over to inspireddisorder.com. Shows are available in video and audio form, so watch on YouTube, listen on your smartphone through any of your podcasting apps, and tell your friends. In this episode, I went to Tristone in Palm Desert. It's the Tristone 10 Cinemas, so it's a 10-screen theater. It's an older theater. It's actually the theater I started working at first, got trained while the theater I worked at for 3 years was being built in Cathedral City. So at that time, it was, I forget the name of it. But I went and I saw The Florida Project. It is an independent movie directed by Sean Baker, who also directed Tangerine, which is another independent movie he filmed using iPhones. I have not seen that film, although I heard it is good. One of my favorite comics, Ian Edwards, is in the movie. I don't know how big of a part he has in that movie, but at some point I'll check it out because I did very much enjoy watching the Florida Project. After last week or last episode, I reviewed superhero movie Thor, which it's very, very easy for me to not like a superhero movie. And I want to specify superhero, not comic book, because there are a lot of comic book movies that don't involve superheroes that I do enjoy. But the superhero specific genre, I'm really kind of sick of it, but I do appreciate some of them that come out. I'm really sick of the fact that most movies are, superhero movies that come out. And part of these giant, like everything, it used to be like trilogies were a thing, right? Like when Lord of the Rings came out and they filmed all of them at the same time, that became the new trend where it's like, oh, they're just going to start. Then there was like, uh, fucking, well, the Harry Potter movies, but those were like a big franchise, but they didn't really film them all. But the Mockingbird, Mockingjay, God, I got a nose hair that's annoying the hell out of me. But yeah, they went into doing like Avatar, the new Avatar movies. They're filming them all at the same time, even though they'll probably never come out. So that became a trend. Now the new trend is to have a universe. So there's the Marvel Cinematic Universe, there's the DC Universe, there's the old school monster. I forget what the universe is called, but like the Mummy and the Invisible Man and all that shit. Paramount, I think, is doing those. So now we're in the age of the universe, the cinematic universe, which just make a good fucking movie. That's why I enjoy independent movies more, because you're going to see an original story and it's going to have a shitload of heart in it. And those are two things that I enjoy quite a bit. So the Florida Project, let me read a synopsis here of the Florida Project. I really enjoyed the movie though. But yeah, the theater I went and saw, it's very much a it's very much, god damn it. An older theater, so no stadium seating, not really comfortable seats. But let's see, Florida Project. But let me switch hands here. But it was all right. I mean, for an independent movie, I'm not seeing a bunch of CG stuff with loud sounds. It's a very simple movie. I don't even know if there was a score or a soundtrack to this movie. The Florida Project. All right, the Florida Project. Despite her harsh surroundings, the precocious and ebullient Mooney has no trouble making each day a celebration of life. Her endless afternoons overflowing with mischief and grand adventure as she and her ragtag playmates, including Jancy, a new arrival to the area who quickly becomes Moni's best friend, fearlessly explore the utterly unique world into which they've been thrown. Unbeknownst to Moni, however, her delicate fantasy is supported by the toil and sacrifice of Haley, who is forced to exploit increasingly dangerous possibilities in order to provide for her daughter. So the location, and this rated 94 on Rotten Tomatoes, which is awesome. That makes me happy. I'm glad it got rated higher than Thor, because it's not an easy movie to watch. So it takes place in Florida near the Disney World, specifically in the motels that surround Disney World, which people that are hard on their luck tend to go live periodically. And this is where the main character, Moni, lives with her mom, Haley. Bobby, played by Willem Dafoe, is the manager of the establishment. And each of the motels in this area are mildly themed after Disney. So they look almost like they're Disney properties, but they're not. So, and it's kind of to trick tourists from out of town. So Haley, single mother, young mother, just trying to hustle and do what she can while still being an adolescent in a lot of ways, still partying, still, not really getting her shit together, right? Still kind of getting by in this, early 20s hustler mentality of just trying to work for the now and not really setting up any plans to get out of there. So that's kind of the setting of this, and it follows Moni around with her friends being just giant troublemakers. The acting, apparently all these people were like first-time actors, so whoever cast this movie, it was amazing casting. Willem Dafoe is the only big actor that I didn't recognize any of the other people in it, but all the acting was great. All the kids' acting was great. But it's definitely a movie with some heart that has some tough times at the end. You got a cop coming in here now. Hold on.
How you doing?
Hi, what are you doing?
I'm recording a podcast. I have a GoPro right here in my...
You're doing what?
Recording a podcast.
Okay. For what?
Just a movie podcast. Yeah.
Okay.
So I live with a family, so it's easier just to come in my van.
What are you doing? You got your phone?
No, I got my GoPro right here, and then I have an H4n with my microphone. Is that okay?
Yeah, you're good. That's fine.
Okay.
I didn't know if anyone was back here with you or what you're doing.
No. I was just me in the back recording.
Cool. All right.
Cool. All right. Have a good one.
All right, so blooper video. I just got a cop came by to check out what I'm doing, and he seems okay. Is it okay for me to record here? All right, I'm going to start this over again. I guess I can just keep going into it. I don't even remember where I was in this review. Is it still recording? Yes, we're still recording. That was fucking weird. Sweating like crazy. Yeah, so a cop just came by to see what I was doing. I'm in the parking lot of I think City Council for La Quinta. So I guess it makes sense. You can see my lights on in the thing, so yeah, hopefully I won't be bothered anymore. So let's see, where was I with the Florida Project? Great writing, great story, a lot of heart. There's not a whole lot to say. I mean, plot wise, the mom's trying to do what she can to pay the rent. Willem Dafoe plays a great character in the movie. Uh, he just a lot of heart. He's doing what he can to help out as well. Um, help out as well. So I'm so distracted because the cop came by, and nothing was totally cool. Let me just, I guess, kind of acknowledge what happened. He pulled up and then came out. I went to the front. Clearly, you saw me, and said hello. And he called in my plate. I think he may have thought I was maybe sleeping here or something. I don't know. I don't know what he thought I was doing here. But he seemed fine with me staying here. I asked him if it was okay to be here. So anyway, I'm still here. He left. But yeah, so that's what happened here. But what happened in the movie is great. I don't really know how to get into other than I definitely recommend watching it. It is kind of a rough, not really a rough movie. It's not like horrible things happen, but it's just a tough situation. I mean, it shows that there's a huge section of the U.S. population that, is living in this situation where they're like a step away from being homeless. Instead of being homeless, sleeping out on the streets, they're living in motel rooms. And that's what these characters are doing. And that's what Haley, the mom, she's doing her best. It seems like her best as she knows how to hustle to make rent, to keep a roof over her daughter's head instead of just being homeless, or taking advantage of, I don't know, people. I don't know. But so it and her hustle changes because she, like, at the beginning you tell she was trying to get a legit job, and it didn't work out. Her plan of getting a job didn't work out, so she kind of has to go to alternatives to make money. And very, it's the thing I love about independent movies, because they're so low budget. They don't show you everything, right? They imply a lot of things by things happening. And there's one of the things that the mom does in this movie where they don't show it happening, but they give you enough to put the pieces together without blatantly just telling you what she's doing or just showing you blatantly what she's doing. So I appreciate it. I appreciate this movie. And there's a scene at the end of this movie where the actress that plays Moni, Brooklyn Price, deserves an Oscar, for sure deserves an Oscar. It was amazing performance. Amazing performance. It's just like, it's just so fucking good. And the scene that happens next is just like a moment. It's like finally there's this moment of almost freedom for the character, where instead of living in this existence of poverty and just ghetto-ness, there's this moment of freedom and joy. And yeah, it's I'm still distracted from the cop. I'm like, well, like, because for some reason I turned off my van because I had it on so I could have the lights going and the AC going. I don't know if, he didn't say he wanted me to leave, so I don't know why. I just need to let go. Just finish this review. So go see this movie if it's in a theater near you. If not, wait for it in streaming. Get it on iTunes. Willem Dafoe is amazing in this. He's like, he does everything he can to kind of help out when he's kind of put in a weird position. And, it's handled. I just love the way this movie's handled. I love this movie so much. It's not a movie that I'll probably revisit anytime soon. Maybe a few years down the road, I'll be like, yeah, that was a good movie. Or I might show a friend that's into film, into movies, that likes independent movies. But it was a really good movie from top to bottom. I didn't have any problems with it. I didn't feel it was slow. The pacing was good, even though it's like it's a very minimal movie, because it's like you're following kids around for a lot of it that are, just these long takes of just like kids having kid conversations walking down the street, which sounds boring, but it's done so well. He's able to get these performances from all these first-time actors, which was super, super inspiring, super great, super great. And I definitely would agree with the Rotten Tomatoes. It definitely is a strong 90% in that 90 percentile. 94 is perfectly good for me. So yeah, go check out the Florida Project. I highly recommend it. It is playing, if you are in the desert, it is playing at the Tri-Stone 10 Cinemas in Palm Desert. It's right in that's the theater that's attached to the Westfield Mall in Palm Desert. So definitely go check that out if you are looking for a movie. Although by the time this episode comes out, probably will not be in theaters anymore. Future episodes I plan to record and release. Well, not release. New episodes come out Monday, but I plan to record them in the parking lot after the movie. So hopefully I won't be in like, City Hall. Probably not the best parking lot. I hoped I would get a better view of the mountains behind me. But I'm probably getting like bushes in the parking lot. But that's why I came here, because it's close to where I live also. But that's it, everybody. Go check out the Florida Project. Be nice to cops, right? Not all cops are bad. This guy seemed nice. A little dumpy, a little dopey, but that's okay. Yeah. That's it, everybody. You can follow me at Ray Taylor on Twitter and on Instagram. If you have a movie that you want to recommend that I watch and review on here, whether it's a new movie coming out that you're anticipating, you're looking forward to, or if it's an older movie that's already out, let me know and I'll try and check it out for sure. So you can give me those recommendations on Twitter and Instagram. The show is also on YouTube, so you can always leave those recommendations in the comments. I will never see them though, because I don't really care about YouTube comments for the most part, because just a lot of hate on YouTube comments. But you can still leave them there if you want. And then you can go support me by buying my artwork or merch at inspireddisorder.com. I have an ongoing ink on paper series, The Many Faces. They're abstract portraits that are over 200 are available, inspireddisorder.com, so you can buy them there. New artwork comes out daily, and you can check that out on Instagram. That's it, everybody. You can support the podcast. If you want free Amazon Prime for 30 days, you can go to inspireddisorder.com/Prime. You'll get Amazon Prime and all the services that come with that membership for free for 30 days to try out. If you already have Prime service, use my Amazon link by going to inspireddisorder.com/Amazon. You shop as normal, but a percentage comes to me for sending you to Amazon. So I appreciate you all for watching. Appreciate you all for listening. Thank you all. Have a great week. And next episode, I am going to review Murder on the Orient Express. Choo choo, choo choo. Peace.